Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
we have no idea what actually happened, but
that was really strange. I wonder what happened to him right at the end.
mm,
It looked like almost as if he were possessed, you know. Yeah.
yeah, like what did he become? He became like so powerful.
Hmm.
What happened to Agatha? It's like she lost control.
Yeah. And the thing is that, yeah, it did seem like she couldn't stop absorbing Alice's power.
Yeah, because it looked like she regretted it with the facial expressions, and then
Hmm.
when she got out, then she acted differently again. Like she was being possessed again by a
Hmm.
something. And then when she was grabbed, it's like she didn't know what happened.
Hmm. She seemed to be slipping in and out of something. So that was a bit strange. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, very curious.
Very curious. Yeah. No, this is a bit of an intriguing episode. You know, quite puzzling what happened there. So her trial is quite an interesting one because we learn about the Salem Seven, a little bit of it anyway.
Yeah. And a diss on the whole riding a broomstick thing.
Yeah, that was funny. Mm. I think that scene, that was in Salem. That seems like one of the scenes that was already in WandaVision, wasn't it? It looks like
Yeah,
it was
that
taken
one
from.
was from WandaVision.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it. Hmm. Very
Yep,
interesting.
so yep. So we finally get a scene from WandaVision as well. So
Yes,
that's kind of interesting that we get that.
that's the link there. Yeah, and about Agatha's history. Um,
Yep, and Nicholas Scratch.
but yeah, Nicholas Scratch, that's interesting as well. I wonder what happened there because it seems like his spirit was released right at the end of that Ouija session.
Yep. So that was the name of Agatha's son.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think that it's possible that his spirit went into Teen. It could have gone into him. And that's why he was acting a bit strange as well.
That is
Because,
possible. Yeah.
yeah,
But
one of the things, right, it says is that you're not supposed to take your hands off the planchette, which they did, because he could risk releasing his spirit. And I think that's definitely what they did. Mm.
and also Agatha's mother.
Yeah, and Agatha's mother appeared. So it's another interesting one. Mm.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot shorter episode, this one. It's like less
Yeah,
than 30 minutes long.
much shorter. I
Yeah.
definitely feel like, yeah, they're leaving sort of the revelation towards for the next episode. Um, so it'd be interesting to see what happens next.
Yep, definitely. That would be quite a thing.
Mm.
Yep.
And it's funny that I guess the house that they were in, it has very much of like a 90s feel. Like a lot of the 90s kind of horror movies have that sort of kind of setting.
Yeah. It's kind of
I think it
interesting.
was
Each trial they change the clothing.
Yeah, they change the clothing.
yeah.
Like even the watches. I think I remember having one of those watches back then.
Yeah, those
Yeah, I had
digital
one.
watches. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was kind of
so
like
funny.
a summer camp
Like a very
type.
summer camp kind of
Yeah,
look, isn't it?
yeah,
Like like when you think of movies like
yeah. Not
Halloween
not
or
yeah.
Friday the
Um,
13th.
yeah, an American kind of 90s summer camp.
Yeah, that's right. That summer camp look. Um, Very interesting. Hmm. And I wonder why they were sort of taken to that period in particular. It was an interesting one.
Well, I mean, they were all kind of uh, they all seem to just be kind of like wearing almost PJs.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
And
funny.
Mm.
the
It,
Yeah,
It's what they wear.
The black lady was wearing a retainer. Did anyone notice that?
Yeah, yeah. Jen
Mm,
is wearing a retainer, you know, her teeth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thing. Mm.
So yeah, a lot of stuff happened in quite a short period of time, and that was
Raises more questions.
it raises a lot of questions.
Like what happened to Nicholas Scratch?
Well, we know the history of Nicholas Scratch because that was the son of Agatha.
But what happened to him? Like, why did he suddenly disappear? That's the
Uh,
question.
he was sacrificed for the Darkhold.
Hmm. Yeah, apparently that's what happened.
That
Uh,
was revealed in the earlier episodes.
hmm.
Mm. So yeah, that was kind of interesting that one of the theories for Teen was him being Nicholas Scratch.
Hmm.
So now that's completely busted. And I guess that's also why Rio said that he is not hers.
No, I don't think he is her son, but it is interesting why he appears to be there and who is his mother, because Agatha mentions his mother as well.
Yeah, but that also might not be Agatha saying it.
Hmm.
Because yeah, her expression changed. Like what happened there? We didn't really know.
Hmm.
So the person who was mind controlling Agatha and controlled Teen is likely another force.
Yes, there seems to be
Yeah.
another person there, like a spirit that they released as well.
Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, very interesting. We'll find out more
Yep,
once they keep going on that
yep,
on that.
yep. And since Teen was able to say Nicholas Scratch's name, that's definitely not so.
Hmm. Because he wasn't able to say his own name,
Yeah,
but of course he can say everyone else's. So we know he's not Nicholas, which is what Rio said anyway. So we already know he's not. But
yeah, this just reinforces that it's not.
hmm. But of course it doesn't mean that Nicholas, if he was released from the Ouija board, that he can't take over someone's body like Team.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we got Marcus.
Hey Marcus, joining us now.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Two.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I think I could hear a bunch of stuff on Marcus's end.
Are you?
Oh, check it out.
Hey, Jeff is at Marcus's place.
Oh, okay. You just gotta unmute yourself so we can hear you too.
Oh, he just left.
Hmm.
All right, so let's go to maybe the Easter eggs.
Are there any Easter eggs for this one? Well, we definitely know that there's that flashback from WandaVision, so
I think
that
with
would be
this one,
Easter eggs, right?
there'll probably be a lot of Easter eggs.
All right, so Easter eggs, 15 of them.
Hmm.
Animal forms for the Salem 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did see
Get
the
in
animal
on
forms.
yeah.
Oh, we saw that.
That's those ones.
Snake,
Yeah, the crow, the snake,
owl, there's
fox.
another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fox.
the fox. Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, I think we only saw those particular few.
Hmm.
All right. So yeah,
I
they're
still
all
like yeah.
So they're all in black.
Yeah.
So the ones that we see is the fox, a crow, a snake, and there could be more, but we haven't actually seen them.
Yeah.
So those are the ones that we have seen so far.
Yeah.
And
They're
third,
Yeah.
So now we
all
know that the Salem Seven are vengeful children of Agatha's original coven.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah.
Number
Hexen
14, Hexen
the Hexen
Besson.
Besson.
Ah, that was the broomstick.
To make the brooms work.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, the chant make the rooms work.
So it's actually an old German word for witch's broom. All right.
That's interesting.
And I love that shot that they had over the blood moon as well when they were flying
Yeah,
the witch's broom. That was
it
that was
it,
really
it
fun.
reminded me of
That-
reminded
that
me
shot.
of
That's the traditional image of
um,
the broom sort of flying.
and that who remembers Bewitched?
Yep.
Like the beginning of Bewitched.
I think that's-
flies over the moon.
Yeah, I think that was the point because they also have the bewitched
Hmm.
imagery
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the credits.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Witched, yeah. I still remember that show.
Yep.
I'll be
So
waiting.
so yeah, that was a hilarious part where they go the brews were co-opted by the holiday industrial complex.
Yeah, that's right. Basically like like a Halloween costume sort of thing.
Yep. They completely spoofed and did all this. Like they completely dissed the whole broomstick. So that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Uh, classic witch cackle. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Rio did the
Yeah.
whole thing.
I mean, everyone's like completely freaking out, but she was just
He was having
laughing her head
fun.
off. Yeah.
Rio was having fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
It was, it's just a real kind of like typical witch's cackle.
Mhm.
Yeah,
yep, that was definitely her. Summer camp horror vibes. So yeah, so we were right about retainers and all. So yeah. Plenty of scrunchies, headbands to go around.
yeah.
even the
Yep. Jennifer Kale's the black guy, black girl's retainer. Teen Ebix, Billy Kaplan's Wiccan. Red shirt and blue headband. Oh, so he could be actually Wiccan.
Yeah. I think he may be.
as well because I did wonder what happened to Wanda's sons.
Yep, so Wiccan is Billy
Kaplan.
Kaplan's Wiccan from Marvel Comics. Billy Maximoff. So yeah, one of Wanda's kids.
I think the two team may be.
And Mrs. Heights.
That
At least
was
that's a
funny
freshman.
actually. That was really funny when she was doing the the impression of Mrs. Hart.
Yeah, so that was at the beginning. So that was also Agatha just playing around. Death is with us. She really is.
Hmm.
The Ouija board using the name Death appears. Oh, and some theories say that Aubrey Plaza's Rio Vidal is actually really Lady Death.
Could be. The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
another.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
Exorcist.
yeah. Just
Honestly,
the makeup and
Oh yeah,
crawling
for sure.
crawling backwards on all fours and everything is just so exorcist that I was thinking this is exorcist.
Yep. Yep. So that one, that time she was actually possessed. and
Yeah.
he was possessed by the mother. Ghost in the MCU, Evan or Harkness, and they hate ghosts. So yeah, the mother really hated Agatha.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like she wanted
Should-
to kill
Yeah.
her like right
Should have
away.
killed you when you're born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
she
yeah.
actually was trying to kill her in that flashback
Yeah.
the rest of the coven. And but instead Agatha was able to absorb their powers and survive.
Mm.
So
Yeah. Yep. So that's how Agatha gets her powers. Like, she has to be struck by the magic for her to like
yes. So you basically have to
get it.
attack her first, otherwise she can't get your magic.
Yeah. But that time it looked like she couldn't get control.
Mm.
I can be good. Same quote from Agatha's WandaVision flashback.
That did sound familiar, that line,
Yeah, so she wanted to be good, but then she became bad still. She killed a lot of people. Like, I guess it does seem like she wanted to be good. She looked like she regretted killing Alice. Like, it wasn't in her control. Like, she couldn't control it.
yeah. Mm.
Nicholas Scratch from Beyond the Grave.
Mm.
So Teen realizes the spirit of Agatha's deceased son is present in the cabin.
Mm.
So this confirms the MCU's Nicholas Scratch is indeed dead.
Mm.
Rather than being an agent of Mephisto that was speculated in Agatha episode 3.
Mm.
Also, it confirms that Teen himself is not Agatha's son,
Mm.
as Teen
Yeah.
was able to actually say Nicholas Scratch's name.
Yeah.
Knights of Wands. Lilia references another tarot card.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know much about tarot cards. It's all like a
Mm.
weird thing. But it does seem like it does have a significance in the show because it's really
Mm.
all that stuff.
Mm.
It's so much like your mother.
Mm.
Billy Maximoff confirmed.
Possible. Mm.
That's true.
So is Billy Maximoff really Wanda's kid? Or is Teen actually Billy Maximoff? We don't know.
Mm.
So yeah, that's a supporting idea that Teen is indeed Wiccan, the son of the Scarlet Witch.
So is that why he is joining the Witch's Road? Like maybe that's the agenda that he has that he hasn't revealed, is that he wants to bring his mother back,
Mm.
bring the Scarlet Witch back by going on the Witch's Road.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Teen's crown, very Scarlet Witch Wiccan.
Because everyone is wondering why he's there. He doesn't really fit in with them
Mm.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that ending was quite a twist.
Mm. And that crown that he's wearing is very much, it's very similar to Scarlet Witch's. So
Yeah,
that's
especially that part.
it has that similarity, right?
Mm.
The design of it, that it does sort of lend itself to that theory that, yeah, he could be Agatha's. Like Agatha, like what Agatha's saying, this is Billy, possibly Billy,
Yes.
Scarlet Witch's son.
Yeah, so it does seem like it's leaning towards Billy Maximoff.
Mm.
You should she should see me at the ground by Billie Eilish. Perfect mic drop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
oh,
So that was the song at the end credits, which we kind of passed off.
mm,
So yeah, that kind of represents the ground that
mm,
Mac that yeah teen started off at. Hmm.
interesting. Yeah. So that's it'll be
Hmm.
interesting to see what the big reveal is of his identity, because that's been a mystery all along, and there's been all sorts of speculation. But I think this is probably the closest to what his real identity is.
Yeah. That is a really interesting theory, and yeah, I think I'm linking more onto the whole
Mm.
Billy Maximoff theory now.
Yeah.
And
It looks very much that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
especially with the song, it's Billie Eilish's song. Come on, it's also another Billy.
I mean, just the fact that it's, a Billie Eilish song, like, yeah, the name is like pointing towards Billie.
Yeah. So Billy everywhere. Even the creator is Billy Kaplan. So
Mm.
I guess it's there. It's like it's a possible connection.
And I did wonder what happened to her sons, right? Um, after the events of the last Doctor Strange movie. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Like this episode definitely raised a lot of questions, like what actually happened.
Mm.
And now Alice is dead.
Yeah.
So this one, it does seem like it takes death kind of more seriously this time around, because this time we actually do see the proper deaths
Mm.
of characters that we usually don't see in Marvel.
Mm.
Usually these deaths are like really off, so
Yeah.
there's a chance that they may return or whatnot.
Mm.
Yeah, like that Asian girl, she had her mother, and also the grandmother kind of like in the background, and involved in the last
Yep.
episode
Mm.
Yep.
very
But
much.
but the thing is, I mean that we have seen like deaths in the MCU before, but
Mm.
those were like quite different and like quite
Yeah,
separate by movies. Like we see a death in uh Spider-Man's multiverse movie, and that was for Aunt May.
Mm.
Yeah, and even the epic death at the end of Avengers Endgame,
Mm.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
But this one is like these deaths were tragic. Like,
Mm.
whoa, what the heck?
Mm.
And we like see all of
yeah,
the like makeup
Yeah,
of
we see her being
like
drained of like her power and sort of, and she died the same way that like the original Salem 7 did.
yeah.
yeah. And now we don't know what happened to all of them. They were like sucked into the mud.
Yeah. So I wonder where
Like,
they went that after getting stuck into the mud.
yeah, I remember last week we were saying, well, we've had fire, we've had water, so the next one will either be air or earth. Well, right at the end, we're all basically disappearing into the swamp. So
Yeah, that looked like the earth.
what was it? Yeah.
The
So
earth.
Was it
probably
like was it air in the house, like with the spirits, or like disappearing in the swamp? Was that earth? Oh, I'm kind of
I think it's air this
yeah.
one because they were flying in the
Oh yeah,
air.
it could be air because of the flying. That's right.
And the spirits could also be considered air as well.
Birds.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and we don't know what has happened to them because uh yeah, they're just like sunk into the bogs.
So the next one might actually be Earth.
Hmm, could be.
Hmm.
Interesting. Especially because right at the end they got sucked into the mud, which is sort of like earth-like. So
Yeah,
that's leading
because
into the next one,
Yeah,
which is
but it does actually seem like only 3 of them were sucked into the mud.
Hmm.
Like Rio was not present there for some reason.
Yeah, where did Rio go? That's the interesting thing. It's like she didn't join them afterwards. Where did she go?
Maybe she really is death.
Hmm. Yeah, it's an interesting theory that she could be Lady Death, like what a lot of
Hmm.
people have speculated. Be interesting to see what her real identity is as well.
So yeah, a lot of questions in this one.
A lot of questions for sure.
But a solid, like,
uh,
short
yeah,
episode.
It is a very short one. I just felt like it passed really quickly.
Yeah, it was
it's
less than 30
short,
minutes
but
long.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's short, but good episode. Still a
Yep.
good
Good one
episode.
though.
Hmm.
Yeah, good one.
Shall we get to our scores?
I think it's seven for me. It's a pretty good episode. Very intriguing, and yeah, like you said, it does raise a lot of questions, but it just really makes you anticipate the next episode even more because you want to see, what the resolution is, the big reveal, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's interesting to see like that there's more being sort of revealed about Agatha's past in this. So yeah, so I really like that. But also, you're even more intrigued again to find out more about Team and who he really is. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode.
Yep. Nope.
Bill?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Um, the Ouija, we that well, does anyone really know what a Ouija board is? It's
Yeah.
basically
Yes.
made like just a made up toy game.
Yeah, the
Like
Parker brothers
we
made it.
yeah.
I remember that. I've
Where's
seen it at Toys R Us before.
For
yeah,
ages 3 and
yes,
up.
For ages 3
it's
that was the
yeah,
hilarious thing.
it's basically just yes, like wait is yes in French, and ja is yes in German. So yes, the yes game. Anyway, but on the board it's got yes and no.
Yes.
It so it was never originally designed to have like uh, sinister means for the game, but obviously it ultimately just uh, landed into just that kind of realm as all things corruptible can. And yeah, I liked the way that they had to play the Ouija board game through, and I knew that Agatha was definitely, just going to be be the one that was going to be picked. Yeah, just from the time I saw the Ouija board pop out, Agatha's going to get it. And yeah, as far as seeing, I'm really not really too sure what's going on with him. And yeah, there's I really enjoyed the arrival of the Coven, just
Tail himself.
in just arriving in their basic animal elements.
Mm.
And also Agatha basically being responsible again for the death of another one of the people.
Mm.
So yeah, kind of like built up in intensity, and the likeness to what was the movie like where Agatha was like walking around on all fours.
Exorcist.
Yeah, it was just so much like Exorcist. It was
I
unbelievable.
did
Yeah,
love all that horror movie
Yeah.
reference.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was great. Yeah,
Mm.
it was kind of like throwing a bit of humor in with it and everything like that. I really like this episode. Yeah, I'll definitely give it an 8.
Mm.
Mm. Jeff, Marcus, if you've seen it, do you want to give your scores?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeff?
I'll give, I'll give it a 7 probably. Yeah, it was a bit about the history of the everything. So
Have you been watching, Jeff? Are you sure? You were with me the whole time.
yeah, I was hearing a lot of it. I think. Yeah.
I won't give any score because I really haven't seen it.
It was-
So no point for me to give a score.
Right, no problem.
All right, so 7. Then.
How about
Oh,
you?
do we have an
Yep.
IGN score? Do we have an IGN score?
We'll get
Marcus?
it after I give my
Oh
score.
yeah, sorry, yeah, Jonathan.
So yeah, I did enjoy this episode quite a bit. Like the style was really of the time. They all had like even if you saw like the shoes, they were like fluffy shoes as well.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought I thought they were fun. They
yeah.
were like all in their pajama style or something.
Yeah,
just like what you wear,
summer camp,
sort of thing.
Yeah, summer camp.
American
And-
summer camp.
Yep, and it's kind of funny how that the Ouija board is not a proper Ouija board. It was a toy.
I know, it was so funny.
Oh.
It came out of a board game
Yeah,
box.
yeah, with the instructions and everything, Chinese, Spanish, oh, English.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
And what does it say on the back?
for ages.
Ages 3 and up.
That's definitely a reference to like the Parker Brothers board game.
Yeah, so it's
That
definitely a
is-
toy.
but that's where it basically originated
Yeah,
as a toy game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not meant for evil.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they kind of made fun of it. Like they keep making fun of these like misconceptions or
Like
or
a lot
just
of
making
people.
making fun of dissing everything which people think about the witches or whatnot. Like the whole the whole broomstick thing was so hilarious.
Yeah, like cliched sort of images and misconceptions about witches.
Or what the holiday people want them
Mm.
to see them as. Which is different to like what the Harry Potter thing does, where it's almost like they really like elevate those ideas.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really make too much sense considering.
Mm.
And even one of them said that she hasn't done it in like ages or something, like centuries. I forgot what they said.
Mm.
Like hasn't done for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was Lilia who was saying.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
decades, or maybe I think it said.
Mm.
So yeah, so they don't really do that, or they're trying to distance themselves away from that whole idea of what people think witches are,
Yeah.
which is interesting concept.
Mm.
And to think that another witch movie will be coming out soon this month, Wicked.
Yes.
We'll
That's
definitely see a big comparison between like the
Oh, Wicked.
ideas there.
true.
Wicked.
Because Wicked is coming out.
Yeah,
Oh, Wicked's coming out soon, yeah.
yeah, it's good.
That'll be yeah, you know, it'll be musical.
Mm.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see that. So
Yeah, might be linkage. Mm.
Yep, and this episode like had the tension there. It was quite
Mm.
interesting.
yeah,
But yeah, a lot of like twists.
you couldn't predict, you know, what was gonna happen.
Like
Yeah.
once they got into the trial, it was kind of predictable at a time, but then the ending was like
That was not predictable.
I did not think that would happen at all. Like what the heck happened there? Like
Yeah.
inside the trial was kind of predictable.
Mm.
But at the end it was like what's
Yeah.
happened?
There's that twist at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, like suddenly Teen is more powerful than
Mm.
all the witches.
Yep, and where did Rio go?
That's right. She disappeared
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
So I think I'd give it maybe a 6.
Oh, 6, okay.
Solid. So let's see what
What IGN says.
That's IGN.
IGN says.
Oh,
Same
Oh.
score. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, 6. Oh, Marcus shared it before me.
Oh,
Wow.
actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm.
I think maybe they wanted more from the episode. It was a short episode. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't. There's only so much you can fit in what about 24, 25 minutes.
Yeah,
taken by-
it was quite short.
Yeah,
It could
Yeah.
have added more
taken
setup.
by the credits.
Yeah. I suppose they
Yeah.
could have added more, but then I think they're saving that for the next episode, probably for later
Mm.
episodes.
Or if they did have it in, it might have like taken away some of the tension that was there.
Mm.
It'd just be for the sake of like pacing and just being a bit more sort of concise with the scenes.
So now there
But then
are
again,
4 episodes to go.
then again, if it had been on television, it would have been about 40 minutes to 45
It's-
minutes long.
Yeah, if it was on TV, you'd have ads sort of in
Yeah.
between. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but these shows are not
Yeah.
meant
right.
for screening on TV. It's streaming.
Yeah.
It's for streaming and things, so it's a bit different. But I'm still really happy that they do it as a weekly instead of the whole drop everything.
Yeah,
And-
so we get to do the theories. That's the whole idea of having it weekly.
I think that's better. So it's a bit more like TV in that sense, where you have to wait every week.
Yeah, I think that's it for the episode. We'll get it here.
Mm.